So you want to make your own YouTube channel, but you're not quite sure what to do, you think you might need a little bit of help. Well, sit back and stick around because that's what we're talking about today. We're going to be talking about 5 different tactics that most successful YouTubers use to make their videos better. And we're doing that right now. First things first, but what do we mean by that? Well, let me let you into a little secret. Although you might find it fun to produce a bunch of random videos on a bunch of random stuff that you enjoy, most of the people out there don't have all the same interests that you have. So yeah, while 1 or 2 people might watch 1 or 2 of your videos and your friends might watch them, you're not going to get the views that you expected, and your channel certainly isn't going to grow the way you want it to. So what you find is most of the successful YouTubers out there find a topic they're really interested in, make some videos about that and make the channel about that topic. If you're interested in what you're talking about, you'll probably find other people who are interested in you and what you have to say. So niche down and keep on topic. But before you make that all important first video, you should really think about this. Okay, so you've decided what your channel and your videos are going to be about, but then unfortunately a bunch of people like me start confusing the issue by going on about keywords.
What?
So without telling anyone how to suck eggs, a keyword is just a word or a bunch of words that you type into Google or YouTube on a topic that you're interested in the hope that a video or a page will come up with the information that you want. Now there's just one small problem with that. Moving a bit closer for this, because if you try and use the same keywords as everyone else that's come before you has used, knowing that they've had 1 million views and got 1,000 subscribers, your video is going to get buried on page 100. And let me tell you, that's pretty disheartening when you've just spent 4 hours making a video. Okay, so here's what you do. You've got to try and find your very own keyword that's obviously about the video that you're creating, but not something else that everyone else has used. Because if you can do that and people are searching for it, they'll find your video and hopefully they will watch your video. Now I know I've made that sound easy, and to be honest with you, it's not an easy thing to do. That's why there's a couple of very good tools available to you, i.e. Morning Fame and TubeBuddy, which will help you discover those all-elusive keywords. And don't forget, the more people that watch your videos, the more YouTube promote your other videos. And while we're on that subject, I think we should probably take a look at... So when we say crafting your own videos, I'm not talking about camera angles, I'm not talking about the camera you use, and I'm certainly not talking about the video editor that you use. By the way, we use Filmora 9, it's really easy to use. But I am talking about 2 very important things that you should always remember to do. Number 1, if you say in your title or your keywords that your video is going to be about pink fluffy unicorns, you better make sure that your video is about pink fluffy unicorns and it doesn't veer off and start talking about cooking or something like that, because it'll just be perceived as clickbait and everyone will turn off as quickly as they're turned on, and that sends a very bad signal to YouTube that people don't like your video or it's not what it's supposed to be about. Oh yeah, if you're getting any use out of this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification, as we have loads more videos coming up this year. Number 2, try and keep it fast paced. And when we say keep it fast paced, we're not talking about running around like a headless chicken. But what I would say is if there's a lot of ums and a lot of ahs and a lot of pauses in your video, try and edit them out. Because let's face it, when you watch videos where people are going, you're probably going to turn off. And guess what? Everyone will turn off your video as well. Because what you're trying to do is get them to watch your video from right at the beginning all the way to the end. Because that's one of the most important metrics that YouTube measure, video retention. The longer you keep them watching, the better that is. Now that brings us on to the very important subject of how to get them to click onto your thumbnail when there's a bunch of other thumbnails on the page. So you found that elusive keyword title and you made your video, and guess what? It's about what you said it was going to be about. Surely it doesn't need a thumbnail.
My video doesn't need one. It's good enough as it is.
Your work stands for itself, doesn't it?
You better believe it.
Yeah, you're right. You don't need an exciting, colourful, compelling thumbnail. Oh. Now don't forget guys, you've just taken all this time to produce this video and it's excellent, But the first thing anybody is ever going to see about this video is your thumbnail. So if you don't take the time to create something that people are going to want to click on, they're not going to click on it, because believe me, everyone else will be creating colourful, compelling thumbnails. Now there's a few programs out there that you can use to help you create thumbnails, but we use Canva Thumbnail Creator. I'm going to leave the link in the description below so you can have a look at it. And guess what guys, it's free. So now that we've got our compelling thumbnail and video ready, what do we do with it? So you've got your video uploaded, there's a couple of very important things you need to do before you smash that publish button. First of all, remember that very cleverly crafted keyword you came up with? I need you to take it, copy it and paste it into the first line of your description. I also need you to go further down the page and paste it into your tags. Then put a couple of other tags in that you think sound similar to your keyword and write a readable description of your video using some of those tags. You see, YouTube's algorithm needs to work out who it's going to show your video to. So if anybody else has searched for some search terms that are similar to the ones that you've used, there's a good chance it might show them to them as well. And let's face it, why wouldn't you want to up the chance that someone that's put a similar search term into YouTube or Google finding your video? If you want to learn more about Morning Fame and TubeBuddy to help with your keyword research, I suggest you watch this video here. My name's Bobby Max, don't forget to subscribe, thanks for watching, I'm out of here.